Dear students, last class we discussed about the midpoint theorem and some problems I gave you, and you found how it is easy or difficult. You have tested, you practice more so that you can do it well. And let us try to learn more about the midpoint theorem, that is your converse midpoint theorem. The converse midpoint theorem the statement of the theorem states that line segment passing through the midpoint of one of the side of a triangle, if parallel to some other side or one of the two other sides of the triangle, then it bisects the third side. I repeat, line segment passing through midpoint of one of the side, parallel to some other side, bisect third side. Let us discuss now. If you take suppose a triangle ABC as shown, D is midpoint and DE is parallel to BC. So by theorem, converse midpoint theorem, that E is midpoint of AC will prove. So according you can understand, given this is equal to this is parallel to this, and what it to prove? You have to prove E is midpoint of AC or AE is equal to C. So like before, as we proved in midpoint theorem, let us produce DE to X such that CX become parallel to AB. Construction will require. So this become now parallel to AB. By doing so, we have given in the figure now this is equal to this. Now this is parallel to this we have taken. We have given also this is parallel to this. That means this figure is a parallelogram we got. If this is that is BCXD is a parallelogram, right? If BCXD is a parallelogram, then opposite sides of a parallelogram you know equal. Therefore, CX this side is equal to BD. Yes or no? So CX is equal to BD. Since BD is given equal to AD, therefore finally you got CX is equal to AD. Now we'll come back to this triangle like before theorem and this triangle. So we'll come to triangle ADE and triangle CX. We have here that this side is equal to this side, what you got now. This angle is equal to this angle, vertically opposite angle. And this angle is equal to this because this line parallel to this, therefore interior alternate angle. So by AAS, the triangle will be congruent. That is what is explained here. So we can see we have already worked out this one and I explain this one now. Okay, we have here. So by AAS, we got triangle ADE congruent to triangle ACX. Therefore, by CPCTC, we require this is equal to this. By CPCTC or CPCT, we prove that AE is equal to C. This proves that E is midpoint of AC. That proves that line segment joining to midpoint of one of the side of a triangle is parallel to some other side, bisect third side. Hence, this proves the converse midpoint theorem. Basing on that, we have some problems. Problem is given here, you see. Problem number 4. We have a triangle as shown in the figure ABC. AD and BE are two medians. Okay. And DF, a line drawn through D, parallel to median BE. You have to prove CF, this is 1/4 of AC. So you have to prove this part is 1/4 of this whole part. So we can take the help of the theorem and try to prove this one. Here we have in the triangle ABC, as you got, look at here, triangle we have given, this is, look at this triangle, that is BEC. We have D is midpoint of BC. DF, this line, is parallel to BE given in the question. Therefore, by converse midpoint theorem, we can tell F is midpoint of EC. Try to understand? D is midpoint of BC. DF is parallel to BE. Therefore, by converse midpoint theorem, F is midpoint of CE, or CF is equal to EF. Or you can write also CF is half of CE. CF is half of CE. Since B median, that also divide this, it is the midpoint, E is the midpoint of AC. That means CE is half of AC. So what did you get? CF is half of CE. And CE is half of AC. Now if you take together, CF is half of CE and CE is half of AC. Now half into half, so 1/4 AC. Therefore, it proves CF is 1/4 of AC. Another problem, ABCD as shown in the figure is a kite. BC is equal to CD. BC equal to CD. These two are equal. And this is equal to this. As you know, the kite of adjacent sides are equal. EFG are the midpoints of the side CD, CB and AB respectively. Prove that EFG is a right angle. EFG, this is 90 degree, you have to prove. And also prove line through G parallel to EF. EF, which this line EF parallel to EF is also bisect AD. Okay, so let us come to prove the first theorem, that is EFG. You have to prove 90 degree. For that, as you know, diagonals of a kite are perpendicular to each other. We'll take the help of the diagonal. So construction, draw the construction. Join BD and AC. BD and AC. By joining, you can find out that they are perpendicular to each other and this angle will be 90 degree. We can prove now angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because diagonals of a kite are perpendicular to each other. Are perpendicular to each other. However, it also bisect of one side but not both. So if perpendicular, you can take now the help of this part to come. This is the midpoint of this side. F is midpoint of BC. E and F are given midpoints. So E is midpoint of BC. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, we can prove EF is parallel to BD. So EF is parallel to BD and also EF is half of BD. BD by midpoint theorem. By midpoint theorem. If it is parallel now, you got this line is parallel to this. In the same way, F is, now if you take this triangle, that is CAB. F is midpoint of CB. G is midpoint of AB. Therefore, by midpoint theorem again, FG is parallel to AC. FG parallel to AC. And FG half of AC. So you got now, this is parallel to this and this is parallel to this. Therefore, since this angle is 90 degree, therefore this part becomes a parallelogram having one angle 90 degree, makes all angles 90 degree. Therefore, it becomes now EF is perpendicular to FG. Or in other words, therefore, angle EFG is equal to 90 degree. So if this is 90 degree, this proves. Because both the diagonals are perpendicular to each other, hence angle 90 degree. Now you have to prove that this line is parallel to this. If it is parallel to this, it is also parallel to this line BD. That means G is midpoint of AB and GH parallel to BD. Therefore, by converse midpoint theorem, we can prove that H is midpoint of AD. Midpoint theorem. H is midpoint of AD. So this proof and complete the problem. We have some more problems we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.